Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. We are going to check what are the messages that we are getting now. So just before we start, a reminder, this is a collective read, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? I'm here to give you a little bit more information, maybe confirmation, maybe some kind of insight about something that you are already aware of. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender. I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating, so apply it however it applies in your story. And also, this can be past, present, or future. So let's get into it. Let's see what we are guided to talk about today. Reality check. Challenges in reverse, naive in reverse. Okay. I like this reality check. Misread signs in the reverse. I kind of feel that these misread signs might apply to you, that you might have seen through something here that might have allowed someone to awaken to some kind of reality, because you might have spoken the truth or reacted in such a way that might have opened somebody's eyes about something. Somebody might have been avoiding to look at the situation. Let's see, take one more. Lost faith. Okay. So, reality check, challenges in reverse, naive in reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel here that someone, you might have spoken about something that was bothering you, right? And this person didn't want to get into a healthy observation of the situation. They might have lied, gaslight, try to make you the problem here. But I kind of feel that you decided to step back here with this closed door. They didn't expect you to step away. They didn't expect you to step away. Yeah, they didn't want it to end in some kind of way. They were hoping that maybe you would be confused, but apparently you were not. You were not confused at all. With this naive in reverse, I kind of feel that we might be dealing here with someone who is unhealed, and that they think, maybe because before they were in connection with people who were lying, gaslighting, all those things, they might have thought that maintaining their truth no matter what was making them assertive or something like that. But in fact, they brought into your relationship a personality that shouldn't be there, because you are not other people. But maybe I kind of feel that this is what we might be dealing with. Someone who in the past has accepted to take accountability for things that they shouldn't have, in fact. And then they awaken to the fact that they might have been manipulated, emotionally manipulated, lied to, gaslit, all those kind of things. And now, because they are not healed, they are just aware of what happened in the past, when you came up and talked about things that are not okay or that you would like them to change, they reacted, in fact, towards you how they should have reacted to manipulative people when you were not here in order to manipulate them or try to bring them down, weaken them, all of those things. And so they were so much obsessed by the idea of not being naive that they couldn't even listen to you because they were in their wounds reacting from the past. This is kind of what I feel here. Obviously, there was a closed door. It might be you, it might be them. It might be them simply because they wanted to assert themselves. And some people think that if they are the ones closing the door, they will be able to reopen it whenever. Which is not true, right? You might say, okay, you know what, you close the door, so the door is closed. Okay, I'm moving on. With this necessary ending in fifth position, I kind of feel that something needed to shift at a certain moment. They decided not to, because they kind of felt that they have already invested, or they, like, you know, it's like somebody will cheat on you, but because you are together since years and years and years and years, when you say, listen, I'm not dealing with that, I'm gone, they will tell you, no, but we were so many years together, you will throw it all away. No, you threw it away when you decided to cheat. But they are like in this energy of trying to hold on to something that, because they feel that they have already invested a lot into, you know. It is known in advertising that this is a technique. You know, when you are like clicking on a link and then you are reading and reading and reading, and it takes time until you get to the information that you hope that you will get to. The reason why it takes time is because, you know, I will take another example that is much more easy to understand. When you are in the casino, in the slot machines, so the more time you spend on putting money, even if you don't see any result, you won't suddenly go away from this machine, because you will say, no, I spent already so much money, so I won't leave now. And the more time you spend, the more time, in fact, you are putting yourself in a mental cage not to leave. Kind of the same here with this poor investment. In reverse, they don't feel like it. I kind of feel here that since they have awakened now to some kind of reality, they might interpret it in a wrong way still. They didn't think that you would step away. They didn't think that the door was closed. And they still think that they can reopen this door. They might think that it might have been some kind of necessary ending in order to create something. Maybe you are dealing with someone who will close the door, waiting for you to reopen it. I already had someone say something like, I told you that it's over because I wanted to see if you would fight for us. And I'm the kind, you know, if you tell me that it's over, it's over. It's okay. I accept. Like I'm not dealing with those kind of situations. I'm not even thinking that this might be an option, that someone would play such a game. I'm not thinking about that. When I read this message, I was like, what? Like, come on. Like, you know, it's kind of a childish behavior, but some people are into that. They want, you to prove that you will fight for them. Why should you fight for them if they close the door on you? You shouldn't. You should accept it and move on. But, you know, so I kind of feel here that we might be dealing with a situation like this here. They were avoiding every issue that might have come up. They might have taken everything that you said in a very negative light in order to see it like, okay, there is here something, let's see how we can move through that. I kind of feel that they took it through their past wound, in fact. With the misread signs here, I kind of feel also that this person might have avoided giving you information in order for you to put the explanation yourself. You know? It's kind of a protective game, which is also a stupid game. But I kind of feel here that we are dealing with someone who needs to grow. They need to grow. They need to heal. This is what I feel here. Let's see what should the collective be aware of. This turned, yeah, this is the truth. You see the truth about this connection. Let's see. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I kind of feel that you have more experience, maybe more emotional maturity, and so you saw things that were not okay for you, and you might have brought them towards this person. And as said, they were operating from a past wound, and so they might not have even given you answers. But with this Eight of Swords in reverse, I kind of feel that you have liberated yourself. You are not stuck, you know, in wondering. You might have been there because from what I can see here and what I told you before, you are dealing with someone who doesn't give you answers. And they don't give you answers for many reasons. First of all, because they are insecure. And so they prefer not to give an answer because, you know, then you put your own answer. It can also be that you are dealing with someone who hopes that if you don't have answers, you will stay stuck there. Maybe they are reproducing their past relationship, but embodying the role of the person who was toxic in their relationship. And now they are bringing it there because maybe they know how hooked they were in this relationship, how confused they were. And because of this confusion, it kept them in a mental prison. And maybe because they wanted to keep you in this mental prison, they reproduced exactly the same, but like embodying the other role, right? But you see through. We have the Sun here, so for you things are very clear. The Eight of Swords also, it's I see. I am not in a mental prison. I see what's going on here. The Devil. Yeah, listen, you were dealing here with someone unhealed, obsessive, maybe dealing with addictions, maybe drinking too much, maybe sniffing too much, maybe effing too much. I kind of feel, you know, the person that was so hurt in the past, and because they have not healed at all, they think that being the bad guy is being the cool guy. Understand what I mean? Like something like that. And I think that you could clearly see here that you were dealing with someone who was operating from a very unhealthy place. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting, right? How this card turned. Did you see how it turned? Yeah, listen, you were dealing here with emotional manipulation. I kind of feel, this is why the card turned, I kind of feel that, as said, this person operating from their past relationships, they were so afraid of being emotionally manipulated that they took you as an emotional manipulator. But at the end, they were the emotional manipulator. You understand how, at the end of the day, they ruined something good because they didn't heal the past and they brought the past into your connection. I want to check here the Wheel of Fortune. It says, like, you know, the moment that you realized that you were dealing with someone very karmic, very toxic here, that you could see through, you could see the light, you know, you turned the wheel. You might have thought that there was a good potential to this relationship, right? But you realize that it's not the case, and I kind of feel that this Wheel of Fortune is here to tell you that you might have seen signs that you took the right decision once you step back. Like the universe is supporting you. This Wheel of Fortune might also mean that this relationship was fated. Maybe there was this connection between both of you for this person to go through a reality check. And that in fact, because you are very clear-minded, you are not afraid to see the truth. You want to see the truth. That you have allowed this person to truly check themselves, observe themselves. They were refusing any kind of challenge that was in the connection, right? Wheel of Fortune. The Devil in reverse. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. The moment that you released of the toxicity, you free yourself from that, you healed. Three of Swords. I guess that you saw somehow that you took the right decision. With this Wheel of Fortune, I truly feel that the universe, you might have been a little bit confused, but the universe have given you very clear signs that you took the right decision, that it's exactly what you needed to do, because you were dealing here with someone who was truly an emotional manipulator. The Chariot in reverse. This person wanted you to submit your control to them. They wanted to take the lead. This is what they wanted. I wouldn't be surprised to see here a card coming up saying that you are a king or a queen of something, that you are a leader by yourself. So you won't accept a relationship where someone is taking the lead over you. I guess that you might be more in the kind of relationship where you are partners. But here, not only did this person want to take the lead, they didn't want you to be in control, they wanted you to lose control. This is what they wanted. They wanted you to lose control. But it is coming from a very karmic place. It doesn't come from a good place. Look, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this person is all about ego. This is what it is. So they wanted to control you, but not from a place of, I'm taking the lead, you can trust me. No, it is about, I need our connection to look a certain way. I guess that you might be a feminine, we might be talking about a masculine, and because they wanted to feel like a man, they needed you to be fragile, dependent, all of this. But it's not because they wanted to feel truly like a man. It is because they were unhealed of their past relationship, and if they felt in control of you, they might have felt more secure, you know, like You wouldn't leave them, you wouldn't. I truly feel here that we are dealing with someone who is truly traumatized by their past, and their answer is not healing, it is ego. It is, from now on, I won't be naive, I won't be gullible, I will take control, I will do this. You understand what I mean? This is kind of what I feel. With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it can be someone who is either overbearing, so they might have been truly like an energy vampire, or they might do the hot and cold. But appearances are very important. Uh, Feeling in power is very important. Their status is very important. What people think about them, it's very important. All those kind of things. Yeah, they are truly. Yeah, they are truly in their devilish energy. Yeah, the Two of Cups came out like this. I kind of feel that you felt that there was a good potential in this connection, but not with the person that they became. Not with the person that they became after maybe the past relationship that they had. Because they truly became a product of the hurt that they went through. They didn't heal. They didn't heal. Kind of feel that this is how it came out because they don't want this ending, right? They don't. They don't want the ending. I think that the fact that you step back, they might have taken it as a challenge, you know? Because they might be the kind of person who will do that, just step back in order to see if you would run after them. They might think that you were in those games. Tell me more here, please. Five of Wands in reverse. I feel that they wanted you to compete for them. This is what they wanted. They wanted you to feel that you are in competition. I truly feel here, you know, someone who is so hurt that everything is about your role in their life was to be a pawn to their ego. This is what it was. And they wanted you to fight for them. You don't fight for anyone. You don't. Maybe you did it in the past. But in this situation, when you are dealing here with someone that you cannot trust, that you feel that they are emotionally manipulating you, trying to block you, that all they care about is how they appear towards the outside world, that you cannot talk to them about anything, this is not a partner. This is truly not. This is someone who is using people. This person is a narcissist or has developed a narcissistic behavior because they didn't heal from their past. Tell me more here, please. Nine of Wands. Yeah, now they are stressed out. Now they are stressed out, they are anxious, they are not happy. Because they see that you are not fighting for them. You are not. Yeah, and you are not, because you know who you are. You know that this is not your wish come true, but you might be their wish come true now. Now that they lost you, now that the door is closed, they don't want this door to be closed, right? They haven't lost faith. So now they see you as the happily ever after. I kind of feel that you truly shattered. This is how we say that? Shattered this person's world because you are not reacting the way that they expected you to react. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you are not investing here. You are not investing in them. You are not. And they are waiting for you to fight. That's it. They think that this separation, that you walking away, was just a game, a manipulation. But it's simply a reflection of what they are doing. This is what it is. Tell me more here, please. King of Swords. You see things very, very, very clearly. You see? We are starting with the sun here, so everything is open in the light. You see, you know what happiness looks like. You know what you want. You might be happy by yourself also, so you don't need a relationship. It doesn't mean that you don't want a relationship. But nobody can truly blind you because you are not there anymore. I want to say anymore because this comes to me. Because also you don't become, you are not born a king of swords. You become a king of swords, right? Because you are going through a lot of things in your life and you heal from them. So you learn your lessons. You learn how to read your intuition. You have a lot of awareness, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of understanding, but it's all because you experienced a lot and you learned a lot, right? So you see things very, very clearly. You might also have expressed yourself very clearly, and you know that you did. So when somebody played a game that they don't understand, no, you didn't not understand. You are saying that you don't understand because it's more comfortable for you, but you understood me very well. You are too clear-minded, in fact, you understand? I kind of feel that you felt that this person was not bringing you anything. Yeah, now they are totally obsessed. They cannot release. They are stuck. Mentally, emotionally, they are stuck. You know, maybe after the last relationship, right? Instead of crying it out and healing, right? They said, okay, I understand how the world works. Now I will be this person, you know? Like I will be the alpha man and I will do this and I will do that, right? And so it might have worked with some people. And then with you, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And they are so full of themselves, so in this game, that they lose themselves into this game, right? So they are acting from this very entitled, arrogant, alpha man place, right? And nothing works because you are not going to fight here for this relationship. What are you fighting for? You see things clearly. You know that you are here dealing with someone who is karmic. So why would you fight for it? And so they don't understand. They don't understand. And because they are still trying to avoid their feeling, avoid what they need to do, which is heal their past relationship, allow themselves to feel, right? Deconstruct this narrative that they have built as a protection to themselves because they don't want to touch there. They are stuck in their minds. They are overthinking. They don't understand. They are still trying to plan something instead of understanding, you know what? All what happened after the last relationship, that I embodied another person in order to protect myself, all of this is wrong. All of this is wrong. I need to accept and to digest my old relationship. This is what I need to do. but they are not there, and so they spend their time overthinking. This is what they are doing, overthinking. Can you see all the cards? Kind of, yeah. Okay. You know what? I will put this like this and like this, so I can take it a little bit up. Okay. Let's see. What else should the collective be aware of? I kind of feel that the reason why we are getting those cards here, right? It is because you might feel their presence, you know? You might have closed the door and you might be feeling them because they are kind of obsessed, right? We have the devil here. This kind of obsession. They are overthinking, clearly. So you might, you might wonder, like, why after all this time I'm still thinking about this person? Does it mean something? No, it might simply mean that this person, because they are so obsessed with you, they are somehow, getting into your energy. And this is why you might be thinking about them, right? So, King of Pentacles here. You might be, dealing with your own things, investing in your own business, doing all those kind of things here. I kind of feel here still that we are dealing with someone. They might think that if they can offer you some kind of lavish life, if they can come to you with some kind of present, remember that now they are in this thought process where they think that they need to be the alpha man, right? I guess that they didn't have the finance, maybe, or whatever it takes to be this alpha man, the right car, the right amount of money in the bank, the right costume, all of this. This is why their need to control you was so deep, because also they didn't want you to get too close and realize that they don't even have what it takes to be this man that takes care of the woman. You understand what I mean? And so here I kind of feel that they might still think and try to become this King of Pentacles, meaning that they have the money and they have the means to give you the lavish lifestyle without understanding that maybe this is absolutely not what you are after, right? The lavish lifestyle is great if you also have a partner. But a lavish lifestyle with someone toxic, the way that I see you and I feel you, I think that you wouldn't accept it. Like, you have nothing against, I guess, the lavish lifestyle if there is the basic, and the basic is a healthy relationship. But I feel here that this person is still thinking that their issue might be that they are not the boss that they need to be, right? Tell me more here, please. Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups. I don't know why, but when I'm looking here at the Knight of Wands, I kind of feel that, they might be pretending that they are not interested, or they don't give you any signs of anything. They might pretend that they are working hard, they are very, very busy. But I kind of feel here that what they are doing, in fact, it is stalking you. This is what I feel. They are stalking you, they are observing you, they are trying to plan something. This is truly what I feel here. You know what, let's check here. Why did this Knight of Wands came out? I kind of feel that they are a lot of online. They are stalking you. They are studying you, and they are studying how to get to your heart. But you know what they should do is concentrate on themselves and on their healing, and then they can express themselves from their heart. It's not what they are doing. They are intellectualizing everything because they are trying to avoid their heart. They think that the reason why something happened in their life in the past, it is because they were not intelligent enough. They were naive, right? But they don't see it through the heart space. They don't see that they were dealing with someone toxic. It's very painful. But, you know, when you are dealing with a master manipulator, it's kind of not very easy to see what's going on. They are very good at what they are doing. No, I kind of feel that this person, because they felt that they lost control over a situation, they want to feel in control now. They don't understand that there is no control in love. There is none. But they are not there. They want to be in control. So I kind of feel that they are observing you, pretending to everyone that they are very busy building themselves, being very creative. They might be someone creative. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they are unhappy right now. They feel that they lost something precious. Four of Pentacles in reverse. You have released, and they are trying to find a way to get you hooked again. I think that they truly see your purity, how different maybe you are from the ex. Maybe now they can see that. How loving and how pure you truly are. But I kind of feel that they are studying. They are studying, they are planning. It's all coming from the mind. It doesn't come from... They are not doing what they are supposed to do. What they are supposed to do, it is heal. This is what they are supposed to do. Tell me more here, please. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah? Yeah, they are totally unhealed. They are unhealed and they are emotionally dependent on you. And they are still trying to maintain some kind of facade. Look, you know, they are in front of their computer and they are dressed well. What they should do, what they should be doing is, you know, allowing themselves 2 weeks to be sick and just, you know, allow themselves to cry everything that they need to cry and allow all those feelings to get out and truly take some time off to truly allow themselves to fall down, to feel whatever they need to feel, to let it all out. But they are maintaining this image. They are maintaining this image. They are still in the mental space. This is where they are, not in their heart space. You know, it's the kind of person who says, I will never be hurt this way ever again, you know? But if you are with this mentality, then, you know, you are not vulnerable and then you cannot have a real connection. You take kind of risk with love, so you can go step by step. You can understand why, you know. Yeah, the last judgment, it fell off truly horizontally. I feel a lot of avoidance here. A lot of avoidance. It's interesting because in this card, it is written not judgment, the last judgment, right? So it's kind of taking me back to this last relationship when they decided consciously, instead of healing their heart and all of this, their heart space and cry and all of that, they took a conscious decision to protect their heart, and now they are living through their ego. And this is what they did, and I kind of feel that they are lost into that. They are lost into that, and this is why they are still thinking, how can I bring you back? Like, how can I trick you? How can I emotionally manipulate you? The King of Cups, emotionally manipulate you. It's not, okay, I recenter myself, I align myself. I do what I need to do in order to be able to be the partner that someone deserves to have. No, they are still in this mentality of manipulation. They are still in protection. And it's okay that they are in protection, except that they are not healing. They are not healing. That's it. And I kind of feel that they have decided that, you are their faith. And it's very secure for them to have you on this pedestal, on this delusional relationship. They are future faking themselves. This is the right way to say it. They are future faking themselves. And they are putting all their energy into how can I manipulate you to come back. Not how can I become the person truly that can love you the right way. No, it's not about that. But they think that it is, but they don't realize that in fact, it's not. One more for closure. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah. They are driven by their wounds. They are driven by their jealousy. They are driven by a very low vibration. They are unable to control their own feelings, their own fire. Might be talking about a fire sign. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. If it's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. There is a lot of jealousy here, a lot of insecurity, but it's hidden insecurity. It's like those people who are jealous, but they don't admit that they are jealous, but they will act in very sneaky ways, right? So it is someone insecure but pretending to be someone that they are not. I kind of feel that this is the whole subject that we have here. Someone who simply didn't heal from some kind of past relationship. We might be talking about the last relationship. We might be talking about their first relationship, right? And that since then, in fact, they are always in this kind of attitude that it's not them. And so one after the other, their relationships are failing. And so they are always blaming the other instead of understanding, no, wake up. In your first relationship, you were hurt, you didn't heal, and since then you are in some kind of ego trip where you present yourself to be someone that you are not. You are trying to control everything and everyone, and this is why every relationship is failing. It's because of you. But no, what happens is that every relationship that fails is just reinforcing them that they are right to protect themselves. You understand? It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, in fact, right? So I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful. I would love to read you in the comments. If it was not helpful, that at least it was entertaining. I wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, till very, very soon. Bye.